lieutenant rank and my conversation about Officer Bentley.
No.
So, let me ask you this.
This is part 2 of my conversation with him.
My mental health. And you don't care, do you?
I care. What I'm advising you should do is to get off the internet and stop putting yourself out there to create that.
Why aren't you going to help me with this? Why aren't you going to
let me
complain against Officer Bentley? Why should I allow you to do this to me? Why should I believe that you're not involved? Officer Bentley admitted that he downloads videos of mine, and you know what? I knew that all along, that you guys were downloading videos of mine. I put spiders on some of my videos, and the IP addresses come back from the State Taiwan Police. And you know what? That's unconstitutional.
So, Andy, you would like Officer Bentley to go arrest someone because they said something nasty about you on the internet?
So that is why Officer Bentley and you are enabling and allowing the cyberbullying go through, because you're part of it.
Andy, you're enabling it.
You're part of the cyberbullying.
I'm not.
Blaming the victim. Blaming the victim. Blaming the victim. Well, the reason why you don't want me posting stuff online is because you know what I post, and you know this is very damaging on the police reputation.
You're doing my job.
Yeah, well, off your job you might be.
What?
Off your job you might be, or you might have a relative like Captain Foles and Officer Foles' relative, Chris Foles, was part of the bully, right?
I don't know anything about Chris Foles.
Yeah, you guys already know who's bullying me. Because all you guys have to do, according to Dan Reinbold, is take an IP address and you can pull it. Well, why don't
Where's Dan Reinbold? Where's Dan Reinbold coming to this?
Oh, I talked to him about this. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. What did he say?
Oh, I guess being a police officer, you don't have the ability to get a court order or warrant to investigate IP addresses and usernames, right?
No, I really can't.
You can't.
Because you're playing judge before even doing your job of even investigating.
For cyberbullying.
For cyberbullying, when somebody's attacking
because
somebody,
it's not there's no crime being committed, Andy.
There's no crime calling somebody a fraud or calling them out. It's called doxing. And doxing is another name of harassment, if not mistaken.
Yeah, that's not constituting any crime here in New York State, Andy.
So you can dox everybody?
Sure.
Oh, really?
We get people trying to get our addresses and our phone numbers and everything just because we're police officers because they want to harass us. And there's nothing we can do about it. They take pictures of our license plates and they try and figure out where we live.
Well, you know what? I know where you live, and I can very easily put that online. But you know what? I'm not going to do that because why?
My front door is always open.
I understand why you don't want to help me with it.
Andy, what would you like us to do? Go to Chris Foles' house and arrest him?
His name didn't do anything attacking or... So let me ask you...
No, I did not.
New York State Penal Law, Section 156, clause when it comes to dealing with cyberbullying.
Okay, where does this apply?
Well, they're using a computer to harass. That's aggravated harassment.
That's too far separate. It's not going to fly, Andy.
It's not going to fly. Putting me in potential harm because I can't get medical attention, right?
You can get medical attention.
Why have I been...
So why is it every time I go to the hospital for placement by DSS, I get discharged? They don't want to treat me. They don't want to help me get help. I've been denied help because of that. Look what Middle Fillmore Hospital did to me. They were afraid to talk to They were afraid to have nurses or the doctors in my room when I was talking to my independent living center workers or a few of my knowledgeable friends on YouTube. Look what happened at Kennel Mercy just a year before. In May 2020. Yeah. Then you tell me what happened, right?
Discharge from doctors then. Why have mental health providers not want to help me?
You gotta take it up with them. That's the message.
Answer that
medical providers, not us.
Answer that question. Why was
I have nothing to do with what a
why
doctor
did
says.
Schofield adult day program refuse me?
Yeah. Answer that question.
No, I don't work at Schofield.
Answer that question. I'll tell you why, and you don't want to admit to it. Because of the YouTube videos that people reproduce of me. That is why. It's putting me in potential harm.
Andy, you know how many YouTube videos there are of me online?
This won't be another one, that's for sure. Well, does it affect you getting services? Does it affect you getting mental health services or medical treatment? No.
No.
But the videos that these people have done to me does. And it's about time you do something about it.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, Andy.
Why? Because you're part of it, aren't you? Your department
No, I'm not.
is. Your department is. Or if you guys would do something.
Nothing we can do.
So
it's called the internet.
So
it's free speech.
So it's free speech.
Yeah, the only thing you can't say on...
And you're telling me not to go on the internet. You're telling me. And that's not your job duty. That's against the law for telling a private citizen to not go online or produce something that they want, that they're entitled to doing. But you're depriving me. You're giving me advice that's not legal for you to do. But you're allowed. I just thought about this, by the way, and I don't even need a friend to help me with this. That's legal knowledgeable in this. You know why? Because I already know a little bit about the laws, and I should even know about it. But it makes me appear higher functioning than what I am. He told me, remember? Both Officer Bentley and his supervisor, Lieutenant Rank, said, get off the YouTube. Stop posting on YouTube. You know what? You're not... That's illegal for you to do that. That's unconstitutional. It's also unconstitutional for you to allowing to what's going on with me. You're telling me not to do it. You're blaming me for causing my own myself being bullied and harassed. But yet, it's okay for me to be harassed and bullied.
There's things that the government doesn't like.
Oh, you know what, Lieutenant Foles? Or Lieutenant Rank, rather, I'm sorry?
Yeah?
So, if I kill myself because of the cyberbullying, what are you going to do then? You're allowed to continue then? By the way,
we're not even going to talk about that.
By the way, I don't have any thoughts of doing it. I don't have any issues of doing that. But I'm just telling you that is something that could very happen with cyberbullying.
Wait, no, you don't know of Lieutenant Rank. You're not a medical expert to tell.
And you and me.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
What happens with doing that? But I'm just telling you that is something that could very happen with cyberbullying. And you and me.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
What happens?
And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to help you so you're not subjected to this content. But we've been telling you this for years. You need to get off the internet and stop putting yourself out there like this, because you unfortunately draw this attention to yourself. I don't get anybody cyberbullying. Is there anybody cyberbullying me?
No.
No, because I don't.
I'm mistaken impersonating other people and hiding behind fake names to antagonize me and attack me and impersonate you guys and harass you guys, and I'm sure you guys get a lot of that crap too.
Yeah, I don't do anything about it. I don't put my life online. I don't talk about my medical problems online.
There's been people who actually got my records unlawfully that I shouldn't have.
What about all the character defamation you've done to me personally online? How you talked about my family, how you talked about your suspected nepotism in the police department, how you talked about the Lintzes, you talked about issues of with Lieutenant Schultz before he got hired. You divulged personal information about all of us on there. How about that?
Really? I don't know any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh no, I have all the videos saved.
You do?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Good. Show me that, please.
No, I don't have to show you. I have them saved for myself. All those times you threatened to sue me about everything, when you're the one that's literally posting online information that in an attempt to damage my character. What about all of that? Do I call you and ask you?
That's why they're not doing anything. He admitted it. Officer Bentley admitted it.
You know what? If I put a video out there of this conversation, they will be praising you. Guarantee it.
Okay. If you just stop posting your videos and drawing attention to yourself,
do you realize
nobody will have any interest in you
in the first place?
You mean drawing an issue when drawing attention to you guys? So you guys and your friends bully me, right? So I go stopping posting online because you guys have people causing me problems, right? Yeah, protect your own. Protect your own.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to help expose the creature. And remember, Andrew Ditch fakes autism.